Well guys, welcome back to another episode today. I don't really have much going on. I'm just out here. I'm going to do a little cleanup on this 99 Honda CR-V that I recently bought. Obviously the engine bay is completely filthy. The wheels are filthy, man. They're just yuck. Looks like someone looks like somebody previously used it for a mail service vehicle. You see the mail dings on the door, but can't really do much with that. We'll clean up this engine bay though, see what's leaking oil, and then clean these wheels up. And I'm not a professional detailer or nothing, so if this isn't how you do it and you got somebody that's better, also let me know in the comments. All right, so I'm gonna start on the engine bay. This stuff that I'm using is Zep Industrial Purple. It actually comes in like a 1 gallon jug, or I think you can buy it in like a smaller spray bottle. And then I actually buy it by a 5 gallon jug. But then I just have a Zep sprayer that I bought at Lowe's, but it does really good for degreasing. So I'm gonna go ahead and soak this puppy down now. If you're just the average person doing this, I probably wouldn't recommend soaking the distributor, but if it starts misfiring with me, I'll just take the distributor cap off and dry it out and we'll continue on. It may get some condensation or whatever in the distributor caps. If it does, just unbolt these little 3 8mm bolts off of it, dry it out with a paper towel or something, and you'll be good to go. This stuff is really strong, so I wouldn't recommend using it in a confined area, because it'll take your breath away. This stuff does work really well though. It works good on headlights too, but I don't recommend using it on headlights, because I don't know if you can see that, but it like took off all the yellow in there, but it also make it foggy, so I don't really, like I said, I don't recommend using it on headlights. But I usually just, on all my engine bays, I just use this stuff and then follow it up with a pressure washer. It usually does really well. Sometimes I'll have to follow it up with a second or third rim. Occasionally a wire brush, but it's few and far between, man. All right, so this is after a first wash. You can see there's still some gunk down there. I'm gonna have to come back with another round of degreaser on it, but it's significantly better than it was previously. So yeah, this stuff works amazingly. Well, that was no scrubbing. That was just spraying it on, rinsing it off. Obviously, I do have a pressure washer. It's not just like you're using a hose pipe. Most all the time on these B series, powder coat on the valve cover is terrible, and it usually always comes off. It was already coming off before I even started washing it, so it just continued that trend. But right now I'm going to spray some more degreaser on this, see how much more of that I can get off. All right, so that's going to conclude what I'm going to do as far as washing the engine bay, and show you how I really top it off after it dries. So right now, what I'm going to do is let that dry some. Oh, and you can see the engine block. I mean, it's not perfect, but I mean, just 2 rounds real quick. And, you know, I could put another round or two and actually scrub it, and it would look almost as good as the transmission. So, but right now what I'm gonna do is clean up these wheels. Those things are filthy. Oh no! I was moving the camera over to this angle to film me cleaning these two wheels, and it didn't record at all. I didn't know it. Bummer. So I guess we're gonna have to record doing the other side. Thankfully I didn't do all four of them before I checked the camera. So you can see those wheels are pretty filthy. I think the other side was worse than these, but yeah, nasty. And the wheel wells are pretty nasty too. It looks like, as I mentioned earlier, maybe somebody was using it for a mail route vehicle, probably on some rural mail route, and including dirt roads, because we have lots of dirt roads here in Alabama. And also on the other one, on the other side, I was making a joke about the rusty rear rear brake drums. We don't have a lot of rust here in Alabama, and it's not very common to see them rusty like this. And I was like, man, you know, I'd almost be more surprised to see the rust than I would to see two cousins together. You know, everybody makes jokes about Alabama and stuff like that, but me and my cousin wife, we're just fine. Just messing. But hey, on another note, any of y'all like college football? I used to work for the University of Alabama. I worked there for 6 years. I used to have to mandatory work all kinds of football games and stuff, and man, let me tell you, it's really nice to not have to do that. It's really nice. I miss the money sometimes, but it's really nice not having to work the damn football games, because it's just not enjoyable. I like college football, but I hate working them. It's nice like being able to go to the games and stuff, but phew, having to deal with all those people, it's not fun. So anyways, I'm gonna clean these two up real quick. Again, we'll be using our Zip Industrial Purple and our another little brush I have. I actually got from a detail store here locally. Just a little brush to get in between a couple of the spokes, and again my Zip Industrial Purple. And we're gonna spray these down pretty liberally and spray the wheel wells, the degrease those, get some of the dirt out. All right, I got too much junk over here, so I'm like having to move stuff around to get to where I need to be. I need to haul some junk off. All right, let's see, spray this wheel well a little bit more. There we go, looking good. Now I just take this little brush and kind of go between these spokes. This helps clean out all the stuff between there. That's really where it gets the worst. And you can actually like go along the wheel, whatever. I don't usually do that. Pressure washer usually knocks it off for me, so go between these spokes right here real quick. Probably don't even have to do this, honestly, but there's a bunch of dirt in this wheel. Maybe the pressure washer knocked that out too. See, here in Alabama, we like our French fried potatoes and our mustard and biscuits. I don't really care for no mustard in my biscuit. I do, however, enjoy a good chicken biscuit or a bacon, egg, and cheese biscuit. It's good stuff. Woo, boy. What's your favorite breakfast food? Do y'all have Waffle House? Waffle House is good. I like Waffle House. I get the All-Star. Pretty good. Oh, and thinking of Waffle House. This pecan waffles be banging, son. get over here. I don't want to be blocking you guys' view. What little bit you have from over yonder. Hey, also, while we're here, can anybody explain to me why people go to the car wash and take a picture of their car covered in suds? Like, why is that a thing? Am I supposed to be impressed that you washed your car once upon a time? Like, I don't understand. Can somebody please enlighten me? Please let me know. Is it just because your paint is so clapped that it only looks good when it's wet? Is that what it is? And you think that's just when it looks the best? I mean, if it is, it's cool. Just let me know. I'm trying to figure it out. I don't know why people do that. I would like to know. It just, I'm not trying to hate on nobody. I'm just inquiring minds. The more you know. Now I'm just gonna spray these door jambs out. Same deal. And before you come in here trying to flame me, I don't know if you can see that or not, but I ain't hardly get any water in the interior. Whew. I like to do this though. I like having the door jambs nice and clean because I guess so Otis or Ernest, whoever it is on Andy Griffith that carry around a brick, is it Ernest or Otis? I think it's Otis. He's the one that's drunk. Always carrying around a brick, throwing it in windows and stuff. I guess he's been in here. Got some brake fluid. Some razor blades. Huh. A broken wheel stud. Where'd that come from? Not there. Not this one. Not there. Not there. Huh. I guess somebody replaced it. Good for them. Proud of them. A lot of this is the concentration of the water, like where you're putting it. If you aim it to where it's like coming back, you don't get a lot actually in the car. You may get a little bit in the car, but it ain't gonna hurt it. It'll dry out, you know what I mean? And no worse than one of them little crotch goblins spilling something. Let's go to the other side and do it real quick. All right, so now this engine bay is mostly dry. You can see it still has a little bit of dampness here in the valley of the valve cover. But for the most part, it's dry. And you can see it's significantly cleaner than it was before. So now what I like to do is actually use a bit of spray silicone. You can actually get this at Walmart. You can also get the industrial purple at Walmart too. That 5-gallon pail I actually bought at, I believe it's Lowe's. So I take this stuff and just spray it on here. And it'll make everything good and shiny, but it also helps keep heavy dirt and stuff from embedding back into the paint. So this stuff looks nice. I've had some people look at my stuff before and be like, oh, it must be leaking oil or something. No, it's just clean. You just spray this stuff over everything. It really does a lot on black plastic. You usually see a lot of that on there. It does good on the hoses and all that stuff too. It gives it a nice little shine. Anyways, it gives a good feel to it. So that pretty much wraps up cleaning this engine bay and also cleaning those wheels. So that's how I get them so clean. Is it the best it can be? Absolutely not. Is it good for a little 30 minutes I spent on doing the engine bay and the wheels? Yeah, I definitely think so. You know, it definitely makes a big difference, you know, when we go to resale, because, you know, it doesn't look like it's been hammered down dirt road a ton. And obviously, once these tires dry and stuff and we actually wash the truck, we can do tire shine on the tires and all that other stuff. And it'll help make it look a little bit better. I really think the door jambs, cleaning the door jambs, helps tremendously on selling a car too. Just because a dirty door jamb just looks terrible, man. So we got to clean the interior too. I mean, we got to shampoo the seats and all this stuff. So it's in pretty good shape though, overall. It's got an old school Alpine radio. Man, I remember back in my younger days of high school, man, I used to be big into car audio, and having an Alpine radio was everything, man. Alpine radios were the best back in the day. They had I think the one I had back in like 2002 had a 60 watts split by 4. It was the best you could get. I still don't think they make them like 60 by 4 anymore. But anyways, yeah, I used to be more into car audio when I was younger, but now I don't really care about it too much, as long as I got a radio to where I can listen to something. And occasionally I like having the Bluetooth, like where I can actually you know, play stuff from my phone over the speakers. But as a whole, I don't really care about having like subs and tweeters and all that other crap. I don't care. So anyways, that's gonna wrap up today's video. Thanks so much for checking out the channel. If you liked any of the commentary along the way, go ahead and comment on that too. Check out the website, thehondaresource.com. It's actually undergoing a revamp right now, trying to change it up a good bit, where I can add more products, add more merch. I'm trying to revamp the merch too, get some more things on there for sale as opposed to just the shirts. Maybe do some other things too, other items. All that stuff's in the works though, so hopefully here soon, a lot of things will be changing up. Trying to really grow the brand, so do me a really big favor and hit that subscribe button. It would help grow the channel, and the more the channel grows, the more I can invest into the channel and get better with this stuff. So, bye. Oh, and look at this. For just $6 a week for the next 6 years, I have this Snap-on knife. No, I don't know. I don't know, man. I just found it. But it's a Snap-on knife. It's pretty neat. Looks nice.